Haaland is bold. Yamal is blonde. Rüdiger tried to take out a referee. Beyond the gossip, there was actual football too. Liverpool officially secured the league title. Inter went from treble contenders to probably winning nothing. Kane is set to miss the match where he will likely win the first trophy of his career, and PSG's run of over 30 unbeaten games finally came to an end. Yes, La Liga didn't have a match day this week, but they had a Copa del Rey final and El Clásico, and what a game it was. We can safely say, for both clubs, a new era with new legends has begun. Pedri opened the scoring with a stunning goal and Barca carried their lead into the second half. But Real had a secret weapon. Mbappé, only subbed in after halftime, immediately turned up the pressure. He nearly won a penalty, then in the 68th minute, earned a free kick and scored his first direct free kick goal ever. Apparently someone learned a thing or two from Declan Rice about timing your first free kick goal for maximum effect. When Tchouaméni added another goal and with 10 minutes left on the clock, Real looked set to take the trophy. But then Lamine Yamal, doing Lamine Yamal things, assisted Torres to level the game again and keep Barca's treble hopes alive. In a heated overtime, Barca capitalized on a pass between Modric and Diaz. Koundé intercepted and secured the 3-2 victory. And then, the meltdown. Real Madrid players lost all composure, attacking the referee and throwing ice packs, earning themselves 3 red cards after the final whistle. A bad look, especially considering Real's shameful pre-match attacks on the referee, which even made him cry. And just to be clear, Real didn't lose because of the refereeing. If anything, Barca should have had a penalty earlier, proof that the intimidation almost worked. Arsenal's last hope of stopping Liverpool from winning the league rested on their local neighbours, Tottenham. And somehow, Spurs did the unthinkable. Solanke scored in the 12th minute, and for a moment, fans dared to dream of a late season comeback. Tottenham finally stepping up against the top dogs from Liverpool. And then, Liverpool scored 5 goals. Tottenham are still Tottenham, and Liverpool, in their first season under Arne Slot, are now officially Premier League champions. Meanwhile, Erling Haaland, currently injured and apparently bored, decided to shave off his entire Nordic mane. But Manchester City, even without their North striker, they won their top match against Champions League heroes Aston Villa. Elsewhere, Arsenal failed to beat Crystal Palace, and Manchester United barely scraped the draw against Bournemouth thanks to a last-gasp goal from Hollywood in the 96th minute. Chelsea, meanwhile, continued their personal tradition of bullying Everton, now unbeaten in their last 30 matches against them. The last time they lost to Everton was in 1994. And last but not least, Nottingham Forest were tasked with defending the Champions League qualifier spot against Brentford. Inter and Napoli entered the matchday completely deadlocked, both sitting on exactly 71 points. That wasn't going to last. Napoli faced 10th place Torino, while Inter had the tougher task of taking on 6th place Roma. Napoli did their homework, keeping a clean sheet, making them the team with the fewest goals conceded across Europe's top 5 leagues this season. And McTominay scored twice, keeping their title dreams alive. Inter, however, once again demonstrated that you can't win matches with ball possession alone. Despite holding 70% of the ball, they failed to score, and were instead hit with an absolute banger from Solé, losing 1-0. After crashing out of the Coppa Italia, their chances of winning the league now look badly threatened, especially with the Champions League still demanding their attention. Elsewhere, AC Milan beat Venezia 2-0 with one very early and one very late goal. Atalanta missed the chance to close the gap at the top, drawing against Lecce. Juventus survived the full half with just 10 men to beat Monza. And Bologna were held to a goalless draw against Udinese. Mainz had the season of their lives, until Bayern kicked them out of the Champions League spots. Goals from Sané, Olise and Dyer put Bayern just one game away from the league title. Ironically, Harry Kane won't even be there to witness it, having earned himself a suspension with the yellow card. The man is truly allergic to silverware. In the top clash of the week, Leipzig couldn't ride the new manager bounce, getting trashed 4-0 by Frankfurt after going down to 10 men shortly after halftime. Dortmund edged Hoffenheim 3-2 in a wild match that saw 2 goals after the 90th minute, and Leverkusen, somehow still mathematically alive in the title race, beat Augsburg 2-0. Over in France, PSG apparently got a little too comfortable after securing the league title and fumbled their shot at an unbeaten season. Not only did they concede 3 goals with a defense that has looked shaky all season, but more importantly, they failed time and time again to overcome the wall that was Marcin Bulka. Despite having 76% possession and firing 13 shots on target, compared to Nice's 3, efficiency at its finest, PSG still managed to lose. Meanwhile, Marseille and Monaco continued their romantic dance around second place, with Monaco drawing against Le Havre and Marseille exposing Brest 4-1. Featuring a hat-trick from Giroud and a goal from Greenwood, Marseille climbed back into second place. Monaco meanwhile slipped to 4th, overtaken by Ligue, who held onto a 2-0 lead against Angers, even after going down to 10 men in the second half. This wraps up this week's football roundup. Next week, we'll cover top matches across Europe, with Bayern possibly sealing the Bundesliga title against RB Leipzig, Liverpool taking on yet another London club in Chelsea, and fierce Champions League race in Serie A between Roma, Fiorentina, Bologna and Juventus. Meanwhile, in France, Marseille and Ligue will battle it out for second place. If you don't want to miss any results, highlights or drama, feel free to subscribe. We're still a new channel, constantly trying to improve. So if you leave a like or comment, it really helps. See you next week.